What is up, guys? Welcome to a new vlog where we're working on this thing. So, workshop's had a bit of a makeover since the last vlog and the car is now fully inside. So we've done a slight upgrade to the 350 so far. We've gone V8. That one. But all joking aside, it's been a bit of a mess around, especially here in the unit, just to get everything ready. So now we've actually got everything ready. We've got Ian on one side of us, jumping down the rabbit hole. I mean, it was supposed to be a slight refresh, but now it's to a bare shell. Near enough bare shell, anyway. But that's the idea for this. The idea for the Z now is go bare shell with it and build it up from there. So, in today's episode is going to be stripping all the front end, getting rid of everything that I don't need, and then start to work on the interior. We have actually just slightly been through the interior. As you can imagine, because we were trying to get the steering lock off, which we did succeed with some grinders and hammers and whatnot, but yeah, interior needs all ripping out. Got to jack the front of the car up now and start to strip it apart. That is the car in the air now. Just flip round. So the idea, bonnet off, wings off, front bumper off. Front lights are going to come off and be replaced by blanks anyway. So going to see if we can get them cleaned up by a couple of our neighbours. Obviously, it's a bit worse than we thought, but it's a great basis to work off. So all this stuff here, see if it's salvageable and we get it powder coated and whatnot. Radiator, no good. So that many dents and cracks in it, we're just going to get rid. But yeah, so the idea is completely strip the front end down and then we'll make our way backwards. So with the bonnet off now, just put that there a second. With the bonnet off now, got a bit more of an idea of what we're looking at. So all this stuff around here is coming out. All this here is just going to go back to the bare metal. Ian's currently hitting things with hammers in his car. But yeah, so front bumper's coming off now, light's going to come off, all front clip is hopefully going to come off, and then I can start making my way back into the engine bay. Well, a little bit of progress just slightly off camera. The wheels are off now, so there we go, wheels are off. These things were a bit of a nightmare to get off, so thankfully one of the neighbours in the unit come and helped, so thank you, Luke. Yeah, with both wheels now off, the idea will be to strip the inner arch out and then get to all the bolts to take this disgusting wing off, front bumper, and then the headlights, and then I can move further into the engine bay that way.
There's another one there.
Mind me saying about how crusty this wing is? It gives you an idea. A rating of 1 out of 10 on how much he likes working on rusty Nissans. He'd probably give you a minus number.
Minus 24.
Just for good measure. So in the basis of this car being awkward, Ian's now trying to take a bolt out of the door. Oh.
Don't open it! Rick! Look, shut up, Beaker.
Yeah. All of the extension pieces to get one lousy fucking bolt out of the front. Ian's fighting with that one. These few in here, focus. These few bolts in here I have been fighting with, but they're not coming off. So angle grinders coming out and they will come off. The idea is obviously try and use this tripod to film, but see all this shite here? Just come out of that car there. So he has been really progressing with the car. As occasionally helping me. But yeah. Can't exactly put the camera at a decent angle because of all this stuff here. But I'll let him off. So after a little bit of messing around with the side skirts, we've managed to start getting them off now. So Ian, whilst I was just doing something else, decided to help me in just cutting all the way a couple of bolts that were underneath there. So my thing now is to literally get the popper and pop all these off, and then hopefully side skirts should come off. Then from there we can get the wings off, headlights off, and front bumper off. So yeah, here's hoping. Whilst you hear all this knocking noise, as Ian's underneath the car, decided to hit off all the surface rocks because he's bored and hasn't got any on his own car to do anymore. As I was saying, there's a couple of clips just in there, just these ones here, and yeah, there's a couple of clips just in here that I can't get off with the spanners. I've been trying and trying and trying, they're not coming off. So, angle grinder it is. So if he actually moves his dome out of the way a second, as I was just about to start the angle grinder up, Mr. Lonsdale decides, no, I like a challenge. So he's going to go at them without me having to cut them off. At least let me cut something. Yeah. This is also by the person who's no longer allowed near angle grinders and his kneecaps.
No comment.
Correct, and pretty much never are. This should just pull off.
Sorry.
I'm trying to do all this in stages on camera, but he's getting determined.
Stop.
Fiberglass. So we're finding different things about this car, and this front bumper, fiberglass. Then. Again, this is what happens when you get someone who's impatient and can't work on their own car anymore because they're fed up with it. They get the power tools out and strip your car to pieces. So that's front wing off, bonnet off, obviously that was the first thing. Bumpers off, headlights are now coming off. The headlights will be polished up and put up for sale. So if anyone needs any Genuine Z headlights, contact me. There we have it. 2 Genuine Z headlights. They'll soon be sent off for clean up and then put up for sale. Ian's now attacking the rest of the chassis to bring everything off. So the idea is to take full front clip off, bin the radiator, like I say, that's just useless, and then we'll have a look at see obviously what the gameplay is once front clip. I didn't realise these bits are actually plastic, so rather than space frame, keep the plastic, I'll just put something different here that's probably a bit better. But especially for us in the drifting, you know, you normally cut these sections away and everything, so with it all being pretty much minimalist metal, sort of ideal, isn't it, mate?
Not bad. Scrap.
You've called it scrap since it's got here.
Still scrap.
But yeah, idea now, whip all these off, and then we can start accessing the engine bay, start pulling all this stuff out, because that's going to be a lot more fun. So after a lot of shouting and persuasion, put it that way, we're very much nearly pulling the front end off. Just getting the final few bits off, and that's the front end completely off, and we can come back on another day and fight the rest of it. But as you can imagine, with this car sitting still for 8 years outside, a lot of this stuff is rusty and crusty. So it's tending to give a good fight to get anything off. But like I say, it is coming off. We've got loose parts now, just a few more bolts, and like I say, we'll be off on the front end, and then I can start fighting with the stuff towards the back of the engine. But if all else fails, grab the power tools. So we got one side off, just waiting to try and get a few little extra bits, like stupid pipes in the way that are no longer needed, so I got cut out of the way. But it just seems there's just things plugged in places that just make it awkward. So
You can't call the lights up.
no. There we go. So that's us finished today, and everything on the front end is slightly out more. So, like I say, front clip is now completely gone. Looking at these bits here, I'm actually going to spray them, just tie them up and spray them. There's no point going space range when they are so light.